The next one we have is double action. The double action is similar to a double action revolver's trigger mechanism. The trigger both cocks and releases the hammer or the striker to engage the ammunition. So in this case, we have it where I can pull the trigger and it'll cock the hammer to the point where it wants to release and strike the firing pin. Or I can use the other action that it offers, which is that of the single action, cocking the hammer and firing. Therefore, we have two actions, thus the double action. And finally, we have the double action only. Also known as a safe action by Glock, this type of action is more like a single action than it is a double action, as you'll actually need to cock the action and chamber a round before it will even fire. Due to heavier and longer trigger pulls associated with these type of weapons, it gives a higher sense of security against negligent discharges. This is a double action only pistol. So we've covered the action types out there. What I strongly recommend is you look into the double action or double action only. I think the single action is more for your intermediate or advanced shooter. Whatever the action type you end up choosing, do yourself the favor of doing dry fire repetitiously, if not every night, every other night, so you can develop that mental memory. This way, when you go out to the range, you'll have some sort of foundation to start with. Practice ammo, also known as Full Metal Jacket, is made and sold on a wide scale. Due to its popularity, political tension can even make it scarce. It's loaded to standard pressures, and it is ideal for training. The 9mm expands after penetrating 5 to 6 inches of organic material. Expansion would have happened sooner had there been media such as bone or cartilage in its path. Hollow point ammunition was developed for self-defense. This is what your weapon will be loaded with for dispatching lethal threats. As you can see, hollow points are far more destructive by design. The hollow cavity at the nose of the bullet is designed to force expansion upon impact, thus causing much more immediate transfer of energy into any organic target. The quicker the energy transfer, the more stopping power. With a standard pressure, 124 grain 9mm hollow point bullet, you will deliver an estimated 330 foot-pounds of energy into your target. Frangible rounds provide instant traumatic shock to most organic targets, and while the surface damage is absolutely catastrophic, they lack the ability to penetrate deep enough to destroy vital organs. Most of the frangible ammunition on the market will not penetrate the interior wall of a home by design. They are true performers in a home where you'd want to protect your loved ones. The 9mm is the most widely used caliber. It is the quintessential self-defense cartridge. It is used by both military and civilian markets throughout the world. Its moderate recoil, sufficient power, and accuracy allows for training of all levels of shooters. This thing got trashed. Didn't capture any bullets. All bullets passed through. The 9mm is ideal for any shooter to begin building skills with. Once mastered, there will be other calibers to explore. Alright, so your representation between your hollow point and your Full Metal Jacket. Full Metal Jacket, as you can see, very little wound channel in comparison to the hollow point, and that's because the Full Metal Jacket is designed to punch through. The hollow point is a little different. The hollow point is designed to create catastrophic damage upon entry, and you can see the difference there. Whereas this is just a cleanly piped tunnel, you actually have that significant damage. So even if you're not within this path, which is about 2 inches, 2.5 inches in diameter, the hydrostatic wound channel with organs and bones on the other sides could either shatter or even liquefy organs.